Hey there, welcome to my Risk of Rain 2 video. So, you've scoured YouTube and finally decided to watch my video. Good choice, but you might be wondering, what even is Risk of Rain 2? Well my friends, it's a roguelike game, and if you're scratching your head right now, don't worry, I've got you covered. A roguelike game is a game where the levels and rewards are randomised, and the gameplay gets progressively harder. In Risk of Rain 2, your goal is simple: kill the endless hordes of enemies, defeat the boss, and activate the teleporter to advance to the next stage. Now, let's talk about the characters. In Risk of Rain 2, you can choose from 13 different survivors, each with their unique strengths and weaknesses. Today, I'm playing as the Huntress. She's a badass with high damage, low health, and excellent maneuverability. Plus, she has aim assist, which means her bow automatically locks onto enemy targets. Pretty cool, right? But even the Huntress needs a little help sometimes. That's where money comes in. To earn money, you have to kill enemies. And why do we need money? To pay rent. But also, we need money to buy items. Today, I'm on the hunt for some common healing items. The Huntress has low health and no natural healing ability, so having some form of healing is crucial. Check out these items I picked up. Each one gives a different type of healing bonus, except for this one. This guy only works when you're standing still, which isn't exactly the Huntress's style. We've covered the basics of Risk of Rain 2, so now it's time to jump into some action. My friends and I were determined to collect as much loot as possible before facing the boss. We scavenged the area and found some really useful items that would come in handy later. When it was time for the boss fight, we grouped up and prepared for the challenge ahead. However, the boss went down without much fight. We were almost disappointed by how easy it was. But a win is a win, and we moved on to the next stage. As we explored the next stage, we came across a void seed that we quickly cleared out. While looting the area, I found a void item to replace my bustling fungus. Now I heal while sprinting, which is a significant upgrade from my previous item's limitation of only healing while standing still. It's amazing how one little change can make such a big difference in this game. After clearing out the void seed, we continued looting the rest of the level. Bart tried his luck at the chance altars, hoping to get something good, while I started collecting lens maker's glasses to increase my critical hit damage. It's always a risk to invest in specific items, but I hope to have payoff in the following stages. After looting the area, we geared up to face the next boss. This time around, the fight was tougher than the last one, but we managed to pull through without losing anyone. It was a close call, but we made it. As we caught our breath and prepared to move on to the next stage, Bart took a moment to gamble away the rest of his money at the chance altars, still without any luck. On the other hand, Phil managed to win something useful. It's always a bit of a gamble with those altars, but it can definitely pay off if you're lucky. As we moved through the stage, we were all feeling pretty good. We had a solid team and some great items, and we were making good progress. But then, disaster struck. Charlie had died, and we hadn't even reached the boss yet. We quickly looted the rest of the stage, hoping to give Charlie a chance to catch up if we made it to the next one. But the mood had definitely shifted. We were now on edge, knowing that one wrong move could mean the end of the line. As we made our way to the boss fight, I picked up a couple more void items that significantly increased my power. I was feeling pretty confident, but that confidence was short-lived. The bosses we were facing were Clay Doomstriders, formidable opponents who made it clear from the outset that they were not to be trifled with. The fight was intense, and for a while it seemed like we might actually pull it off, but then disaster struck again. Bart was killed, leaving just me and Phil to finish the job. I repositioned to get a better angle, but in a moment of carelessness I got too close. Before I knew it, I was being sucked in, unable to escape. I fought with all my might, but it was no use. I was killed, leaving Phil to face the boss alone. It wasn't looking good. Phil was up against a tough opponent, and he was outnumbered, but he didn't give up. He fought hard, dodging attacks and chipping away at the boss's health. It was a long fight, but in the end, Phil emerged victorious. Phil collected his hard-earned loot and made his way to the teleporter, progressing to the next stage. With his success, we were all able to respawn and continue the game. It was a relief to have our full team back, and we felt reinvigorated and ready to take on whatever challenges lay ahead. However, our joy was short-lived. Suddenly I was struck down, followed quickly by Charlie. Bart was not far behind. Then it was just Phil left. Could he do it? Against all odds? Again? No, he couldn't. I like how Charlie was like, what's the hardest character?
And even though he's the worst in the game.
And then we disabled the artifact that makes the game a bit easier.
Yeah, I was like, why are you guys doing that? This is fucking me over. Which is the character that is very hard?
Artificer.
Do we need the artifacts?
We
I don't
don't
know
need
how-
them.
Well, you can play without them if you want. You can re-enable chests. You can turn off sacrifice. Bart, you're the host.
What would you want?
Turn off sacrifice. Fucking hell, Bart. Jesus Christ.
Straight my meat, man. I turned it off.
Fine.